Hey, good morning everybody. It's Bobby. I hope you had a great weekend, and I hope also that you'll stick around, because at the end of this video I'm going to tell you how you can get a free all-access membership to my website and all the training programs I have there. So please stick around for that. And as for today's lesson, this has to do with that very peculiar thing that you no doubt have noticed, even if you're just a casual golfer or casual observer of the game. You've probably noticed that Scottie Scheffler has that move where his right leg goes behind his left on the downswing, and it's natural to say, gosh, boy, he must be talented. If he can do that god-awful move yet still hit the ball in the way that he does and be #1 in the world, imagine what he could do if he didn't make that move. Well, that's not the case. That move is rooted in good, fundamentally sound movement, and particularly in two ways. What are they? Well, the fact that that foot can slide anywhere prior to impact means that there's no weight on it. And so the fact that it can slide means the weight is on this foot. All right, you've transferred your weight. 50% of golfers at least simply don't transfer their weight. If you freeze frame them at the moment of impact, they look 50-50. And when you take the picture at the end, they fixed it so it looks good then, but it came too late. All right, and so they shifted their weight at a time when it could do no good. And so if you can get that leg sliding prior to impact, then you have definitely shifted your weight. So that's one. The second fundamentally sound movement in that is maintaining your posture. Well, what am I talking about? Well, keep in mind that leg is moving behind. That's maintaining your posture. If that leg instead moved forward, that'd be the very definition of losing your posture. And that means that, anytime your belt buckle or your legs move toward the ball during the downswing, you can be sure you've lost your posture. We want to maintain our posture, and so if we can keep that leg moving back behind us, then we are sure to have stayed in our posture in a way that can do us some good. And so this is a great drill for you to practice. Now, I need you to know something about drills, and this is what I found out with the Longer with Age program and everything else. People tend to judge the worthiness of an idea based on the outcome of their first attempt. If you try to do this the first time and you can't, you go, it's just not for me. Even the best of us, it's going to take 15 or 20 swings before we can ever hit a quality golf shot doing this way. But if you'll stick around and keep doing it, there's going to be a payoff. And so how do we learn it? Well, I would grab a wedge, and I would start without a golf ball, and I would just try to imagine a race between this leg and that club. And I want this leg to go over and touch this leg before that club goes through the hitting area, like this. All right? And pretty soon you really want to feel that shift so that this thing, it doesn't just pick it up and go, it gets slung. All right? And once you can do that, then you try it on a live round. And it's not going to take all that long if you do it in little chunks. All right, you don't want to rush to it. And most people like to go for the gusto right away, and do this with a driver their very first try. Do it with a short iron, and see then if you can do it in the company of a golf ball. And the ball really does jump off of there. And so work through that drill. Start small, and if you can get to the point where you can hit golf balls this way, you've figured out the weight shift. There's no doubt about it, because it won't lie to you. If that foot is sliding behind you before you strike that golf ball, you 100% have tapped into a correct weight shift. All right, so work through the drill. Now, about the free offer that I have for you, the people have asked me all the time, hey, what's the difference between your YouTube channel, I'm a subscriber there, and your membership site? Aren't they about the same thing? No, there's zero crossover. Nothing on my membership site is available on YouTube. And also the content. See, YouTube they're one-offs. I think of something on Wednesday and I shoot a little video like this on Sunday. It has no connection to any other video. It's not part of a training program. My videos on my site are all parts of training programs that have a beginning and an end. You take, for instance, Longer with Age. That's a 4-week program. You do certain drills with me. I'm not teaching you, I'm training you. The same thing with another chipping mastery. That's a 12-video series that I like you to do over 4 weeks. And video 1 sets the table for video 2, video 2 for 3, and then when you get to 12, you're doing a whole lot of different stuff way beyond that which you did in video number 1. I also have 120 fitness videos, 1-hour workouts that you do with me, resistance training and stretching that you can do at home right there on the TV, and you can do a different workout 5 days a week for 6 months and never repeat the same workout again. But the list goes on and on. And so here's what I suggest you do. Go to BobbySteiner.com and just click on 7-day free trial. Now, when you hear about a free trial, you normally think, oh, I'm going to get my credit card. No credit card required. And so 7 days, all access. Go to BobbySteiner.com, click on 7-day free trial. I think you'll be glad you did. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for tuning in with me. Work on that Scottie Scheffler drill, and I'll see you next week.